Hello, hello. My name is Daddy O, and I do a face channel, this one here, and I do a couple of faceless channels. Today, I'm going to be talking to you guys that want to do a channel. So what happens when you decide to do a channel and you have no clue, none at all, you don't know what the hell you're doing, but you want to do a channel? Well, I think I've learned a couple of little tricks. I'm not sure yet. You tell me. Let me grab my tablet back out. I had it out earlier. This is the second time I tried to do this video and got interrupted earlier. But here, look, I have found a couple things that I've been telling you on this channel for a while. And I think I have found out exactly what's working and what's not working. Let me check my little handy dandy microphone. Yeah, it's on. Here it is, guys. What I've been screaming here for weeks now. Weeks. I mean, you can go back and look at the number of videos I've done on this actual subject, okay? And I'm going to prove to you that it works, okay? I'm going to ring up my studio. Oh, God, I've got a new subscriber. Okay, cool. All right, here we go. Look, consistency. Consistent. I have preached this so many damn times. You've got to be consistent, all right? The big thing, though, is that title. Your title on your videos needs to be strong, all right? You need to be able to tell the algorithm exactly what you got going on, and that's what your title does. Now, I'm going to point it out to you, and I'm going to prove this to you today. You can go back, and I'm going to bring them all up. Let's see here, content. If you go and look at my channel and pull up my videos and go to the most popular, look at the titles that are on there. All right, you're going to see that the top four right this second. I got another one coming up, but right now I got 4 videos over 1,000 views. If you look at the titles, you're going to see that the titles are pretty consistently the same title. All right, the information that's in the video goes along with the title. It's not no clickbait there, but the titles are very similar. All right. That proves to the fact of what I've been saying about your titles. You got to, I did a video earlier. I sat down, was doing another video, and the title, I swear to you, I normally would take 4 minutes to do my title. On that video there, I swear to you, I sat there for 20 minutes. I hit the title that I was wanting. And I've told you in other videos how to do that. With vidIQ, when you do your vidIQ, it's going to feed you a title that they think you might want to use. You don't have to use that title. But you can sit there and hit regenerate until you get a title that you're wanting. Now, eventually it's going to start sounding like it's a little clickbait going on there. It's going to read, vidIQ is going to know what your video is about, but it's going to feed you titles that you may not want to use for that video, okay? So what you do is up there where it's got the title in, you type in what you think it should be about, all right? Then click on regenerate, and it'll start feeding you titles, suggestions along the line of of what you've asked for, all right? And you just keep doing that, and it may take you 2, 3, 4 times till you get that title that's ranking high. Right now, I'm not accepting no titles that are not under 90. I was at one point doing the low 80s and the mid 80s because it was where I was wanting it to be, but it wasn't what it was. vidIQ is telling you that you really want to have, and when you put in what you want it to be and then let it generate a new title along that line, that's where that. Now do this. If you've had a video on your channel that has done real well, I mean, it's exceeded all your other videos. That's what happened to me. That got me to understand exactly where I was going with this. Once you have a video or two, and I have 4 right now that is completely, I have them in the hundreds right now of views. But the ones that really took off were the ones with the same, almost same title. Go look at my stuff. You'll see what I'm telling you. All right. This is what you want to be doing. You find that outlier videos Okay? You find those outliers, the ones that exceed what your other videos have done. There's a reason for that. You know, it could have been 2 years ago. It could have been 3 years ago. It could have been a long time ago, but you never use the same title again. Try to reuse that title. I saw a gentleman the other night that commented to me, and I went and looked at his stuff, and he had a video. When I looked at his most popular videos, he had one that was like third or fourth on the list. That video, though, was only like a month ago, 2 months ago. It was one of his most recent videos, but it had done real well. Take that title, reuse that title in another form with the same information, or you understand what I'm saying. Look at my stuff, you'll understand, okay? Copy what I have done if you have to, all right? I'm telling you, it's worked, it's worked, it's worked. Now, the thumbnail, I have learned I can be a little loosey-goosey with the thumbnail. I don't have to have it at what is suggesting. In other words, I will do a thumbnail using vidIQ, and it will give me a score for it when I'm done with it. Now, that score, I have learned on some of the videos that did real well, was only in the 60s, upper 60s, mid 60s, but the video did real well. That tells me that I was able to trigger the human being, that's us, to click on it by the thumbnail, but the algorithm fed it to the right people. And by using the same title over and over here, recently testing this system out, I have seen that it's done the same. It's I did one of them that's right now just over 1,000. The one that's at 1,000 right now was only it had sat out. I had put that video out, and it had sat there for like a day and a half. And really, I think when I made the changes, it was at 49 views in a day and a half. Okay, I decided to take that video as the test, and I went in there and I changed the thumbnail just a little bit, tweaked it, and I changed the title completely and re-put an older title on there with just a little ending different. And what happened? Sure enough, that video took off, and it was, like I say, it's at 1,000 views right now. That far exceeds what's normal on this channel. This channel was just, and I'll tell you again, this is a test channel, and I am testing with about every video I put out right now. There's a test, something different in there that I'm trying to use to see if it makes a change, to see if it does anything different, up or down. It doesn't matter. I want to know what that change created. That's how you learn how to do this out here. You've got to learn that when you put up a video, don't just leave it there. Give it a day, give it a half a day. I've done it a half a day. The video that took off and went over 2,000, I only let that thing sit up an hour, and I think I made a change to the title real quick. And sure enough, that afternoon, it just took off. And it went far beyond anything I've done on here. So this is crazy. But I've learned it's not that freaking hard. All you got to do is pay attention to what you've done in the past. And by being consistent, creating more content, you're able to see that better. You know, if you put out something once a week, every other week or something like that, you don't have a way of really judging what's happening there. But when you go and you put out something daily, every other day, you can see what has worked and what has not worked. You got to play the game, I've learned, right. And that's where I've been trying to stretch things too, is making sure my nose is itching. I don't know what it is. I don't know. Something going on. Someone must be talking about me. Is that what happens when your nose itches? Someone's talking about you? If so, leave me a comment down there and tell me that's what's happening. Because my nose is itching. But guys, that's all you got to do. Look, consistency. And I've done so many videos on this, and I found this is what works. I told you I was going to let you know. Now, you can either play the game the way I'm telling you to play it, or just keep on doing what you're doing. Consistency, consistency, consistency. Title, 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 title. And I can keep on saying that word title for a while. That is the big one that gets the algorithm to send your videos to the right people. Don't just say, this is me on the 4th of July. Happy birthday. That's not a title. No one's looking for you on the 4th of July on your birthday. Algorithm is not going to send it out to the people you want to come see you for whatever reason you got. your content on. And you can use this on any content there is. All right. Now, the next test that I've got going on, I've got one more video along the same line. That's I'm seeing what's going on with that one. I'm going to start changing things up. I'm going to start just kind of mixing it up just a little bit, just to know if something else I'm thinking could help also. And we'll see what happens with that. But right now, Daddy O is telling you again and again and again, consistent. If you want to do a YouTube channel, be consistent. Just start putting out the content. Just start nailing that stuff out. Then work on that thumbnail. Work on that title. All right. And I'm telling you, again, I'll say it. vidIQ is what I use. You can use whatever you want to. You know, you develop your own system. Okay. I'm telling you what I'm doing, and I'm telling you what's working. All right. And it's simple to use. All right. So do that. If your channel is out and you got a channel that's up, and I'll say it again, install vidIQ. Go look at your channel. Tie that in, vidIQ and YouTube together. It's going to show you what you did in the past. It's going to help you do what you need to do in the future. That's just as simple as it gets, guys. I told you if this worked, I was going to tell you about it. I've done enough videos with that same title line that has blew up. Far exceeds anything else on my channels. Is by using that title. An algorithm has picked that up and started feeding it to the people it needs to be feeding it to. And it's just that simple. All right. If you're an Uber driver out here and you want to do a channel, I'm telling you, get in your front seat, turn your phone sideways, click on 180 and start talking about the last ride you had or a problem you had, something like that, and just create the content. Keep creating the content. All right. And you'll get a channel that you'll be proud of. You'll have fun doing it. That's for darn sure. All right. So anyway, guys, I'm going to let you go with that. I said I was going to create a video for the guys that I hadn't been talking to lately about what I have found, and go look at my stuff. Go look at my channel. The numbers don't lie. Okay. Go look. All right. And have fun with it. All right. Daddy O out. You guys have a good evening. Bye.